Hey, what's up? It's your girl Jorita Betty again, and today I've come back with a new topic, which is how you can become a great employee. If you've been wondering why you've never been recognized as a great employee, you need to sit down and listen to only uh, 10 topics or 10 titles as to how you can become a good employee and be recognized by your superiors, by maybe your bosses, and your fellow employees at large. My number one is a positive attitude. If you want to be recognized as a good employee, you should always be having a positive attitude. What do I mean when I say you should be having a positive attitude? Uh, don't always fake things. I've seen people who fake, like when the boss is there, that is when people are going to start faking up. If they've been these people who want to gossip and move around everywhere, just seated not working. The moment they are going to see that the superior is there or the bosses are there, that is when they are going to start working and all that. But that is not the thing. Always be with a positive attitude. Let it be part of you. Let it be something in you, not just to fake it, and you will see. My number two is reliability. Are you a person people can rely on? Let's say you've been left behind to work, and maybe your superiors are not around, and you're the one remaining. Are you a person people can trust and they're like, okay, today we are leaving, but Joe is staying back at the company, or will you be leaving everything in a good way? I've seen people, like someone wants to go out or they want to work on something, and they're like, you know what, tomorrow so and so is not at work, but there is so and so, and I can't leave them there. That means they can't rely on you. They can't trust you with the company. They can't trust you with anything. So if you polish on that, trust me, they will recognize you. My number three is adapt to change. All the time things are changing, the way our great grannies and all the parents and all that, the way they used to work back in the days is not the way we are working these days. What do I mean? The technology they had is not what we have. In offices, they used to have those, like a secretary has to be with these, they are called typewriting machines, something like that. And you find that these days that is not what we are using. People are going digital. People are using computers. Their computers are those generations, they were kind of bigger and all that. It's not what we have. We even have smart computers whereby you just have to click and everything is done. So when something comes in, please be a person who is willing to change. I remember I have a friend of mine told me about their company. They had someone who was a bit old, and for him it was still using the other old ways because it was so good in them. So when they brought for them a new accounting system, he didn't want. He was like, me, I'm going to use Excel. I cannot use any other type. I'll make mistakes. I don't want to change. So everyone was like, what? Even when they told me, I was like, oh my God, that guy is not serious. The system, first of all, is going to make you work faster and all that. But because he is used to Excel, he can't change, as in he can't do anything else. He just wants that. So please work on that also. People will recognize. Also, my other point is you should learn new skills. Yeah, some people, when you're doing the same thing every day, you start getting so boring. Only one thing. If you were a chef, you know only how to cook your rice in the same way. You're not going to change. You're an accountant, you want to do things in the same way. Let's say you'll in which department, maybe you're a hairstylist, you want to do that style, the same styles are coming up every day. You do makeup, you want to do the same thing. No, if you want to be recognized, always learn new skills. You were a barista, and maybe you've been making your coffee in a different way. People are coming up with new styles, new art, for the cappuccinos and all that. Please try also to learn. If you bring in new skills, people will recognize you. They'll be like, oh, the way that person used to do his things or her things has totally changed, and we really like it, because yeah, people want people who are always changing, people are always new, not to be the same you always. My other point is about improving on the status quo. What do I mean? Always be a person who is adding but not lessing. We've had always people like that, even in our company, whereby someone is going to come in and for them, instead of adding up, a company, you found it there, and maybe you have something which is more valuable, you add it up. But what others do, let's say if you have come in a company and you've been working in a different company, and maybe in your company they've been doing it like that, so you start telling the other fellas, you know what, we should not do that. They tell your fellows, you know what, we are going to start doing things in a different way, we are going to be doing like, then you're like, don't do it. It's like you're controlling the organization. You want people to follow you, you want people to do what you want to do them to do, and at the end of the day, what will happen? Of course, no one will recognize you, no one will like you, because you're tarnishing up people's decisions, people's business. You always want to be in gossip, you always want to, to disorganize everybody. No one will like you. So please improve on that. You will see how people will recognize you. My other point is you should always be a person who asks questions. In case you don't know something, it's not a crime. No one is going to kill you. Trust me, I'm a person who asks questions all the time. If I don't understand something, I don't know it. Why should I fake it? Why should I say that I know? I've seen people whereby every time they say, who can help do this? Okay, I know it's a positive attitude, but at the end of the day, don't lie. Don't fake something. Don't say that you know, yet you don't know. Then at the end of the day, they give them something, they keep it there. They are like, we can't use it. That doesn't work. Try to be a person who can ask questions. It's not bad. People will like you, because when you don't know something, you ask and you learn. So ask questions. If you don't know how to operate a machine, ask. They will help you out. If you don't know how to do certain things, ask. They will always be there to help you. Then my other point is about teaching others. Don't be selfish. If you have a certain idea, or you adapted somewhere, and it's good, because we do move, we do learn new things every day, and you find that, oh, I've learned now how to do things in this way. Oh, I'm a salesperson, and I've learned how other people are reaching their targets because they are doing this. Teach it to your friends. You know what, in your sales department, okay, can I tell you something? I've learned how people are doing things these days. This is the way they are marketing, this is the way they are doing their things. If you are in any other department and you've learned something which is good, still also be helping others. Teach them. It's not only the superiors or the bosses who are going to recognize you, but as your fellow employees as well. They'll recognize you, they will like you for that, they will appreciate you, I'm telling you. And every time they'll be asking them, oh, where did you learn that from? They'll be like, so and so taught us. They'll be like, Craig helped us out. So please always coach others. My other point is to always also understand when need comes in, work under pressure. There are some times whereby people want to relax, they want to move on that smooth path rather. They want everything to be like, going on well. They don't want to work on pressure, which is not good. You get it? It's not good at all. If you want if you want people to recognize you, be a person also who can work under pressure, And what do I mean? When pressure comes in, let's say you're facing a challenge, or maybe you've been talking to a customer and they've treated you in a rush way, in a rough way or a harsh way, can you still work normally? Can you still work properly as you've been working? Or you a person, because now you've faced a challenge, or someone has backed at you and all that, you're going now to put all the negativity, all the negative power on other people. You're going to make them suffer. You're going to make them feel like, oh my God, So always also be a person who can work under pressure and still remain the same you. Now, my last point is to act on your own initiative. What do I mean when I say that? There are some people who cannot decide, If you've left them somewhere, or you've left them to work on something, they'll be like, so and so is not there, so that one cannot go on, I can give an example even at home. Let's say they've left you and they've left you with some money which is not enough, and you had to do that shopping. And you'll find that someone will be like, I'm not going to shop. What happened? They've left me with less money. Instead of be like, okay, let me decide. Mom wanted us maybe to prepare the beef stew and maybe rice, but the money isn't enough. What can I do? Maybe I do the chickpeas, or I do vegetable curry or something like that. Yeah, because the amount they left you was falling into that budget. And when the person comes back, you can always explain, But let's say they've left you there. Now you're giving me a report. You know what? People have not eaten. Why? Because the money you left wasn't enough. Doesn't make sense. Huh? Then let's say you're at the office. You know what? I've left customers go. What is it? You told me to sell the items at $80, but they were giving me $75. Oh my God, $5 to make you lose the business. You can decide. When the person comes back, you're like, you know what? You told me to sell at $80, but I've given these people a discount because they didn't want to take the item at 80, but they wanted me to give them at least something, maybe 73 or 75, and maybe give them a discount of $5 or $3. Someone who understands that, oh wow, now I know I can leave you on your own, because you can take your own initiatives. And if you do that, trust me, if you follow any of these steps, or you follow all the steps I've given you, they are telling you number, trust me, people will start recognizing you. If they will not be recognizing you, give yourself like 3 months, give yourself like 2 months or 1 month, and set a target for yourself. Follow those steps down. You will regret it. You will come on this side. Thank you for listening to me. And I am thirsty.